High tensions between police and protesters in Baltimore. People here are angry there have been so few answers about the death of Freddie Gray and are using the moment to let out frustrations against what they say is a history of police mistreatment. Several people were arrested. It got ugly for a brief period at the end of the day and marred what was otherwise an overwhelmingly peaceful day of protest throughout the city. This was by far the largest street demonstration since Gray's death last Sunday, and unlike the others that were mostly made up of African Americans on the streets, a wider cross-section of people are now joining in.
And I think what happened with Freddie Gray and what's been happening all over the country, it's not a new problem. It's a very, very old problem. It's as old as the country. It's as long as that problem's existed, there's been a movement against it, and so this is the latest part of it.
They have a thing where the police is to protect and serve, right? The only thing that they serving now is disastrous and death.
They want the officers involved to be charged and an end to what they say is commonplace police brutality and racial profiling in their community. Police are admitting it was a mistake not to get Freddie Gray medical help when he was screaming in pain, and also not to secure him with a seatbelt in the back of the van. An inquiry's underway into what happened. 6 officers are on paid leave pending the outcome of that investigation.
We need justice, and them policemen need to do some prison time just like any other human being. They need it. Justice really need to be served.
There is no national database of deaths involving police in the U.S., but FBI analysis suggests Baltimore police have killed more than 120 people over the past 20 years.
The police commissioner has promised reforms and said just in the last 3 years he's fired more than 50 officers for wrongdoing. But these protesters say Freddie Gray's death just shows how many problems still exist at the Baltimore Police Department and why they say they will remain on the streets.
Gray will be buried on Monday. The calls for justice likely won't be in a city where everyone seems to be losing patience. Gabriel Elizondo, Al Jazeera, Baltimore.